I want to welcome everybody. Come, enjoy your time here. This is a beautiful place here. I know you're going to have a hard time sitting in those rooms, those halls, and you want to get out. That's okay. Everybody feels that. You're not the only one. You're not going to be the last one. But when you do get out, this whole area is going to welcome you. Welcome home and enjoy your visit. And we're thankful that you came here.
I want to welcome each and every one of you here in Minihba. Minihba has always been a very sacred place for our Iyuthka people and those of Treaty 7 and the Métis Nation of Alberta. This place was often referred to by my mother's aunties as a place of a reference to being, they would refer to it as heaven on earth.
It's one of the greatest mysteries of the human journey.
We are on our way to the notorious and very haunted Clown Motel.
It wasn't time that did it.
You must be Mr. Carney.
Oh, you'll love it. Unless you don't like being dissected alive, in which case you'll hate it.
What?
Nothing.
Never, come on.
I'm the eldest boy!
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Ha!
Sorry. Do you want to not surprise Hope now? Yep.
Tonight's
hello to both of our country and cosmopolitan creatives sitting out there in your glad rags. Don't you look nice? From our Cree and Métis cousins, Tanisi, and from our Blackfoot First Nations, Oki, bienvenue, and welcome to the 2024 Rockie Awards International Program Competition. Our host today is the creator and star of the hit crave comedy Late Bloomer, whose second season was just announced. So please welcome to the stage that lucky boy, Jasmeet Raina.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to the Rockie Awards International Program Competition, celebrating the best in television and digital content from around the world. And this is the 45th year of the festival, which is, that's something to clap about. My name is Jasmeet Raina. I'm absolutely honored to be your host today. I'm excited to be here. I love Banff. I love this hotel. I love all the talented nominees that have made incredible works of art. I love the free food, you know. I don't have to buy a few days worth of groceries, and those savings really add up. You know, I can finally afford another week of Final Draft Pro, so I'm happy. I love running into all the international distributors who could possibly pick up my new show, Late Bloomer. All right, I'll talk to you after the show. Yeah, I love all those things, not necessarily in that order. We all know which one of these things matter to me the most. Groceries. This is my third time at this festival, second time hosting it, first time actually kind of having fun. I hosted the program in 2021 during the height of the pandemic. No one was here. They still made me stand on a stage for some reason in front of like 1,000 empty chairs. It was creepy. Now the seats are full, and it's still pretty creepy. You know, everyone's just staring at me for some reason. You guys watch that show from the comfort of your computers, probably in your boxers. I was also on stage in my boxers. Just figured it was like the only time I could really do it, so I took the chance. You know, I wanted to experience what that felt like. So yeah, maybe I'm the creepy one. Okay. And now we're back, and it's amazing. I love it. The energy, the egos, the excitement, the egos, the people, the egos, all the opportunities to do literal elevator pitches. And the great thing is you have like 20 minutes, 30 minutes waiting on those elevators. You could pitch a whole season or two. You could pitch 6 seasons, a spin-off movie, merchandising. You can't mess this up. You have all the time in the world. I'm still waiting on an elevator. The only reason I agreed to do the show is because I'm waiting for an elevator to get back up to my room. Another great thing about being in Banff is you can also blame everything on the altitude. So it's a great trick. It's a great hack. You're feeling too tired? It's the altitude. You're feeling a little tipsy? It's the altitude. You accidentally had an affair with your showrunner? It's the altitude, you know? Just go crazy. You have the get-out-of-jail-free card during this whole thing. Yeah, so I'm sure some of you have no idea who I am, and if you don't, I started my history in the entertainment business on YouTube as a YouTuber Cool. Big YouTube fans out here in this TV world. Interesting. Yeah, I started my career as a YouTube after I dropped out of a pre-med program. I gained millions of followers, had one of the largest followings in Canada, and then I quit that to make a TV show about a YouTuber who drops out of med school. Will probably amass millions of followers, then quit that to start working on a TV show about a YouTuber who drops out of med school, getting millions of followers, then going to host the Rockies. I'm just trying to get as meta as possible until they catch on and are like, what is this weird Black Mirror spinoff? A lot of people ask me what the biggest difference between creating for YouTube and creating for television. And I always tell them the same thing. It's the budgets, man. The budgets are way bigger on YouTube. Incrementally bigger. Yeah, but I moved on to TV because, you know, what what is YouTube, right? It's just a bunch of young people with tiny little cameras, making millions of dollars, getting billions of views, without any producers overseeing budgets or union costs. Like, that does not sound fun at all. I'm having a much better time doing TV. Oh, God, I miss it. I miss it so much. No, I love this industry, though. I love the positive direction we're heading in. You know, there's so many more BIPOC shows being made. Yeah. Yeah. So many more being made with way fewer episodes and a fraction of the budget. So just a real great time, our golden era right now, you know? It's cool. We're used to working 10 times harder, so. Yeah. Those groans are truth groans. I love the government, you know? They give us cool little tax incentives. American shows coming to shoot in Toronto because they can't afford to shoot in New York. Canadian shows shoot in Winnipeg because they can't afford to shoot in Toronto. People from Winnipeg, you're shit out of luck because I don't know where you're going to shoot. Just join YouTube, you know? I don't know. There's many challenges creating a TV show, especially these days. We're facing so many just weird things that are accelerating, like AI trying to steal all of our work. But, I mean, is it really that bad? You know? I'm Team AI. You know, I said it. This is a safe space. You guys can breathe. I'm Team AI. I'm on your side. I'm one of the good ones, okay? Like, I mean, if I have an idea for a script, you're telling me that I have to talk to a room full of people with unique and diverse perspectives who aren't as smart as an algorithm designed by data collected from a late-stage capitalist, North American, Eurocentric, patriarchal perspective? No thanks, I'm good. Get the computers to do our job. I'm keeping note of everyone just clapped right now, so we got cameras. All right, enough of that. Enough of patting ourselves on the back for doing all the good work we're doing. We're gonna kick off the program competition. So give a big round of applause for all of the nominees here today. Yep. We're giving out 30 awards in 5 different category streams, plus the Rogers Prize for Excellence, the Canadian Content, the Prix Francophone, the Emerging Talent Prize, and we'll be announcing the winner of the Grand Jury Prize. Grand Jury Prize. Okay, that's a lot of awards, a lot of funny names. It's hard to pronounce. English is my second language. Bear with me. Which means there's going to be a lot of acceptance speeches. So they told me to keep the just keep it tight, keep it short. Do as the producers say, keep it short. And if you feel bad, just post something on Instagram after, tag everyone else that you forgot to thank. It's like wishing your mom Happy Mother's Day without actually having to call her or tell her in real life. This is the convenience of the world we're living in. This is why social media was invented. So let's get to our first group of awards today. A documentary and factual, sponsored by TELUS Originals. Here to present the TELUS Originals are production executives Ken Sui and Selena Cremond.
That is a hard act to follow, huh?
Yeah. Thank you, Jasmeet. Our first group of awards is Documentary and Factual, sponsored by TELUS Originals.
And in this stream, we'll be presenting awards in 8 different categories. That's arts and culture, crime and investigative, environmental and wildlife, and history and biography.
As well as science and technology, short form, nonfiction series, social issues and current affairs, and finally, sports documentary. Let's take a look at our first category, arts and culture.
Arts and culture. And the nominees are Anthem.
They're not celebrating in the second line to forget the pain. It's more so that they're trying to move that pain in a different way, but the pain is always there.
She at times said she was 6 when her mother died. In fact, she was 11.
Coco Chanel Unbuttoned.
She says that her father went to America to seek his fortune. which isn't true.
Otto shouldn't be living in the house. He should be living in
the mad asylum.
An asylum, you call it, yeah.
Mad. And action.
Otto Baxter, not a fucking horror story.
I really need to fight back.
Also, just like everything is different now. You do have shows
Pretty Baby, Brooke Shields.
that are young, playing characters that do go through sexual things, but I just think not 11.
He could make a little bit more than a laborer doing that.
Shakespeare, Rise of a Genius.
And today are not literature professors, but gig workers.
All right, and the winner is Otto Baxter, Not a Fucking Horror Story.
Otto Baxter, Not a Fucking Horror Story, was nominated this year for 2 BAFTA Awards and 1 for Best Director, Factual.
Just a huge congratulations to all the other nominees in the category. We're extremely proud on Sky Documentaries with Otto Baxter. It just goes to prove you can be creative in any walk of life, and it's a real thing to celebrate. So thanks very much.
Crime and Investigative. And the nominees are
If I wasn't doing well, things would become more violent.
Andrew Tate, the man who groomed the world.
And the easiest path is to obey. Any other kind of resistance simply doesn't work.
Juan Carlos, Downfall of the King.
We welcome you as monarch of Spain and as a champion of democracy.
He had everything. He did everything that he could do, and then he went and ruined it.
We didn't think it'd really get as big as it did, but then it just, I don't know how it did, it just blew up.
Satan Wants You.
I had a ton of articles from all the papers and everywhere that they went.
Thinking that Claire was abused after her death
Scandalous, phone hacking on trial.
really makes me angry. Nothing was private.
And it's like a big bullshit scare.
Telemarketers.
So now we're putting together a documentary.
And the winner is Scandalous, Phone Hacking on Trial.
Scandalous, Phone Hacking on Trial is the most comprehensive examination to date of a dark and troubled part of Britain's media history.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. I didn't actually make the show. My name's Kate Phillips. I'm director of Unscripted at the BBC. But I have got an acceptance speech from the amazing producers who say they would like to thank all the contributors who were brave enough to speak out and explain how their lives were torn apart by press intrusion. This is a really important story that powerful media organizations have used everything in their power to silence, attempts that continue to this day. Seriously, the press tried everything they could to stop this getting on television. I would also like to thank the BBC, who supported our journalism so wholeheartedly. It is a testament to the BBC's determination to pursue the truth that this film was made. Thanks very much.
Environmental and Wildlife. And the nominees are
This is its story.
Earth.
Dois ativistas foram assassinados de forma brutal, então...
Inside Greenpeace.
It pays to keep a low profile.
Planet Earth 3. Whale with Steve Backshaw.
These large, blunt-nosed dolphins are known as rissos.
These small species
Wild Hope.
have one chance to be recognized, not only as an object. They are subjects.
All right, and the award goes to Planet Earth 3.
Planet Earth 3 took 5 years to make with nearly 2,000 filming days in 43 different countries across 6 continents.
Okay, thank you very much. This is from Matt Brandon, the series editor of Planet Earth 3, who says, "It is a great honor to receive this award. Planet Earth 3 was 5 years in the making, and the whole team are so proud of what we've created. It was an absolute privilege to celebrate our wonderful natural world and also an important opportunity to look at the planet through a different prism. That how humanity is such a powerful force and impacts the nature is so profound, and it does it in many surprising ways. It's a testament to the huge depth of talent and years of experience in the BBC Studios Natural History Department. They work tirelessly together to pull this off, and really hope it gets people talking. Thank you for recognising it, but we also wanted to thank the scientists, the NGOs, the conservationists, the field researchers, and extraordinary people all over the world who not only helped us find the stories that have never been told before or behaviour that has never been filmed before, but also devote their lives to protecting our precious planet for the future. Let's all say amen to that, and this award really belongs to them. Thank you.
History and biography. And the nominees are 761st Tank Battalion, the original Black Panthers.
Finally get the recognition they deserve, because these men really did come out fighting.
JFK, One Day in America.
Mrs. Kennedy was screaming. They've shot his head off. I love you, Jack.
지상 최대 규모의 구출 작전이 시작이 돼.
Kokomo.
20만 명. 사느냐 죽느냐. 절체절명의 갈림길이야.
This suitcase was in about 54 pieces and fragments.
Lockerbie.
We pretty much thought that suitcase contained the explosive, the bomb that blew up the plane.
I knew he was in the IRA, but I said to him, no, I don't want you in the IRA because I don't want to be left sitting as a prisoner's wife. And he said, okay, then I'll give it up.
Once Upon a Time in Northern Ireland.
But he didn't.
And the winner is Lockerbie.
The Times, The Telegraph, and the Guardian newspapers all labeled Lockerbie a master class in documentary filmmaking.
So I have a note from our exec producer, Nancy Strang, who wanted me to say thank you so much to Banff for this wonderful honour. Thank you to our commissioning execs at Sky, Poppy Dixon and Gilbert Fanon. Huge thanks as well to the incredibly talented team at Mindhouse Productions. Too many to mention, but you're all brilliant and completely delightful to work with. Special nod to the series director, John Dower, for showing such sensitivity and compassion to our interviewees. What happened at Lockerbie was horrific, and the families and those on the ground are still living with the repercussions and the trauma 35 years later. But what I hope shines through in the series is the power of human kindness. So thank you very much for the award.
Science and Technology. And the nominees are
Sunita, why is landing on the moon's south pole considered so difficult?
Chandrayaan 3, live.
Of today are a lot more complicated than they were 50 years ago when we first went to the moon.
The cosmic cliffs are in our own galaxy, only 7,600 light years away.
Deep Sky.
Nearby compared to the distant universe.
Ice Age America.
It's one of the greatest mysteries of the human journey. When did our ancient ancestors first arrive in the Americas?
If I have too many people in a room at one time and one place, it is too overwhelming for me to have to process.
Inside our autistic minds.
Jiggle my brain to make it settle.
Searching for Satoshi, the mysterious disappearance of the Bitcoin creator.
Access to everyday banking, and Bitcoin is the key to changing that.
The battle to beat malaria.
Over 20,000 vaccinations and hundreds of thousands of samples analyzed. An answer.
All right, and the winner is Deep Sky.
Deep Sky follows the high-stakes global mission to build the James Webb Space Telescope and to launch it into orbit 1 million miles from Earth.
So unfortunately, the team at Deep Sky couldn't make it here today, so I'm happy to accept their award on their behalf.
Short-form nonfiction series. And the nominees are...
By 2007, Pigeon King International had almost 1,000 breeders across 5 Canadian provinces and 20 American states.
Farm Crime.
The business was generating millions of dollars for both Arlen and his breeders.
Metaverse Nation.
제가 키우는 애 가장이죠.
I had to be the voice for thousands of voiceless marine life. They cannot speak to us. We don't see them.
One for Change.
But we have to protect them.
Out of the Shadows, Born from Rape.
And then you find out you were conceived in a really violent, almost hateful way. It pulls the heart out of your world.
Pat Montier, Ain't Lying.
Ben moi, je me demande comment les enfants adoptés vivent leur adoption. Puis surtout, c'est quoi les enjeux puis les tabous liés à l'adoption interraciale.
And the winner is Out of the Shadows, Born from Rape.
Out of the Shadows, Born from Rape is a deeply personal and thought-provoking short film from director Emma Iles that tackles a taboo subject with a powerful punch.
On behalf of the producers, thank you so much to the Rockies and all the judges. It's an incredible honor to be recognized alongside such incredible work from all over the globe. The project, this one really was a labor of love, which set out to shed light on the hidden issue of rape conception. It's a really hard watch. It was only possible due to the incredible bravery of those who spoke out and shared their stories for the first time. It was amazing that they trusted the producers to tell this story, and the award is utterly dedicated to them. Thank you.
Social Issues and Current Affairs. And the nominees are Don't Come Back.
Even my parents, even my family said, don't come back. Don't come back. What are you doing? Don't come back. And I came back.
Because I didn't know what else I could do to help them.
Evacuation.
But we weren't going to stop.
Inside the Statue Wars.
If Ryerson is somebody that you hold in high esteem, I want you to be mad that the head is in my possession.
Reaching the Unreached. The Shamima Begum Story.
It was the big story.
But you do accept that you did join a terrorist group?
Yes.
All right, and the winner is the Shamima Begum Story.
The Shamima Begum Story is the culmination of years of investigative work by Joshua Baker as he tries to find the truth behind Shamima's disappearance inside the Islamic State.
Hey, hi everyone. I do feel a bit of a fraud up here. I did not make any of these shows. But we are genuinely thrilled to win. And this is from Josh Baker, the director, who said, "Thank you so much for this award. We are truly humbled. Given that I'm not with you to receive this tonight, and Kate is, I guess she has to read out whatever I write here, so sorry, Kate. So I should probably just be honest, admit that this award is a big deal. So far from being humbled, my ego is now fairly inflated. I deserve a pay rise, right, Kate? Okay. I also expect Kate to do all the partying on our behalf, so please do buy her a drink if you can. Get that bit in. Setting the jokes aside, this was a huge undertaking by an incredible group of people. Storytelling is a team game, as you all know, and I had the best team I could have asked for. So this award is for my team, and for all those who contributed to the documentary and trusted us with their testimony. If you haven't seen it, it is an amazing doc. Your mind will it takes you in loads of different directions. I found it fascinating, and I think they do really deserve this award. So thank you so much, and sorry, but thank you.
Get that woman a chair on the stage. And the nominees are 300 Hoops,
Sex tests were mandated, and they took the form of nude parades.
category Woman,
In 1966, athletes had to sort of parade in front of a panel of gynecologists.
And sportingly, Miss Navratilova comes to the net.
And then Nancy Lieberman came on the scene and
Gods of Tennis,
taught her to hate me, basically.
I think his time has come and gone. And I love Mark Cavendish. He's a good bud.
Mark Cavendish, never enough.
He doesn't have the head or the mentality for it.
Race to the Summit,
And the winner is Gods of Tennis.
Gods of Tennis has been a commercial and critical hit, putting a new spin on a classic sporting story.
Okay. Again, speaking on behalf of the BBC Documentaries and Mindhouse Productions, this is on behalf of Simon Draper, the series director of Gods of Tennis. Thank you so much for our Rockie Award from everybody at Mindhouse, but special thanks to the players that took part. Some of the greatest games ever seen: McEnroe, Borg, Navratilova, Chrissy Evert, and the Queen herself, Billie Jean King. Thank you so much. We had such an ace time making it. I did not write that. Again, it's a joyful series. I really hope you get to see it if you haven't. And he said, "Oh, Kate, that is a very clever tennis joke." It's really not, but thank you. It's a great award for them to get. Thanks so much.
All right. Our next group of awards are Arts and Entertainment, followed by Podcasts, sponsored by Playback. You know our next presenter from her role as Stevie in the Emmy Award-winning hit comedy Schitt's Creek, and she's a star of Prime Video series The Rig. Please welcome Emily Hampshire.
Thank you, Jasmeet. So on behalf of Playback, I am honored to be presenting the Arts and Entertainment stream, which includes, and it's a lot, okay? So comedy and variety, competition series and game shows, docu-series, lifestyle, and finally, reality series. Followed immediately by the podcast category, which I will also be presenting. So I'm gonna be doing a lot. So consider yourselves warned. Let's start with comedy and variety.
Comedy and variety. And the nominees are
The indigenous word ensweg suggests the coming together of three, the Mi'kmaq, the French, and the English.
Still Standing,
The French call it a menage a trois, I think.
Hello, Sam.
Taskmaster,
Heavier or lighter than a pineapple?
Oh, that's a tricky one.
Can I ask questions?
You can ask me one.
Are you a child of divorce?
The Black Box on Earth,
Cher, you know,
The Graham Norton Show,
that idea of being a diva, do you ever catch yourself being a diva?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
When Comedians Encounter Haka,
燕西跟子燕都来了。您这个节目真热烈哦，高级的音响里边放音乐，放什么？
And the winner is The Graham Norton Show.
Now, in its 31st season, The Graham Norton Show has won every major UK television industry award and an international Emmy.
So this is a note from the lovely Graham Stewart, who has produced The Graham Norton Show for a very long time, and it's a great team who makes it. And they wanted to say thank you for this prestigious award. It is a great honour for all of us on the Norton team to be honoured at the Rockies. We are incredibly proud the show is receiving international recognition, and Graham is now acknowledged as one of the best talk show hosts in the world. That's from the team. He's a lovely man as well, I have to say. A fact regularly confirmed by his peers and pretty much all the guests that come on his show. We're really sorry we can't be with you today, but we can assure you this award will definitely take pride of place on Graham's mantelpiece. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Competition series and game shows. And the nominees are
Honestly, this looks such a mess.
Junior Bake Off,
Looks like my hair when I wake up in the morning. Oh, this is amazing. This is literally the worst thing I've ever made in my life.
The Great British Bake Off,
Well, I was your biggest fan.
Bakers, you're halfway through.
It's fine. It's going to be grand.
The Great Pottery Throwdown,
Lovely, don't worry too much. Just glaze both pieces. It'll stick in the kiln. You've got gravity working for you. You'll be
Cool. Yeah.
You guys know you haven't rung the ding-dong, keep it on bell yet.
We know we've been saving it. We feel like there's going to be a moment, possibly, that we're going to be grateful that we waited.
The Masked Singer,
Tonight's the night. Tonight's the night.
The Voice,
And here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. I knew what I had to do, and I made myself a solemn vow. I was gonna be a lady someday, though.
And the winner is The Masked Singer.
The Masked Singer has been nominated for 9 Primetime Emmy Awards and has taken home 2 wins.
Boy, great nominees. Thank you. On behalf of Fox Entertainment Studios, and the magic that is The Masked Singer, thank you.
And thank you to the Rockie Awards and the jury and the Banff World Media Festival, and congratulations on its 45th anniversary. Thank you.
Thank you.
Docuseries, and the nominees are Better Date Than Never,
I feel so nervous about everything.
Everybody has a soulmate. I've just not found mine yet.
I'm hoping it'll lead to something amazing.
Boris nu verliefd is geweest.
Boris,
Het is zo'n mooie gedachte, hè. Nog één keer het leven vieren.
A riff to me is a melody with attitude.
Greatest Guitar Riffs,
There's something very sort of tribal that connects in the reptilian brain.
But it's usually relatively short and it keeps repeating. You know, it feels like something so sacred.
Lost Cities Revealed with Albert Lynn,
Unbelievable.
It all comes down to one thing. One of the most legendary professional wrestling trainers ever.
Wrestlers,
Al Snow. Without money, it's kind of hard to run. But Al had the passion to keep OVW running and continue the OVW legacy.
And the winner is Boris.
This is the first international win for the comedic and heartfelt docuseries, Boris.
I'll keep it very brief. I would like to dedicate this to my late brother Boris and all the talented people at the production house Woestijnvis. And of course Canada. Thank you for being such a magnificent backdrop to our little road trip. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Lifestyle, and the nominees are
Prefer another glass of red, please. I'm dying of thirst here.
Amanda and Alan's Italian Job,
In England, we have it to the top. No, we don't. Are you a bottom?
Celebrity IOU.
Well, I guess now you can go to these rooms and pay for it.
Keep going. Yes.
I, too, was a professional clown.
Living for the Dead.
Okay, so what was your clown name?
Rainbow the Clown. It's before I even came out or anything. Honey, I knew.
Among the Smiths' belongings, we counted 207 loose nappies.
Sort your life out.
24 used toothbrushes.
Oh, look at all these bags.
And 145 Punjabi suits.
This plantain that's wrapped in this leaf.
Taste the Nation with Padma Lakshmi.
And then there's some root vegetables that were indigenous. They belong to Puerto Rico. Yeah. Nobody brought that shit. That shit was here.
We originally lived in the main house.
The Yorkshire Auction House.
But what we have found is that we've got a lot of things what we've collected over the years, and we just ain't got room for them anymore.
And the winner is Taste the Nation with Padma Lakshmi.
Taste the Nation with Padma Lakshmi is a food and travel series that explores immigrant cuisines throughout the United States.
So the team from Taste the Nation with Padma Lakshmi couldn't be here today, but I will accept this award on their behalf, and I might put it on your table because you got all the friends.
Reality series. And the nominees are
Media, go to this one for the special arrival.
Bollywood.
Just going now. Thank you very much.
Dad, I'm not done yet.
I'm busy, man. I'm a customer.
I didn't even get...
You need to fight for others.
Boot Dreams, Now or Never.
That is one of the attitude like a football player need to have.
We've had our fair share of ups and downs.
In Love and Toxic, Blue Therapy.
It's at a breaking point, and I need him to wake up and actually understand that.
Troop 2.
Kjempebra, kjempebra. Og puste rolig, kjempefint.
Je veux rentrer.
Wild Cooks.
Je l'aurais fait avec plaisir.
J'ai tellement de misère à ouvrir ces pots-là. C'est sûr que ça m'a un peu déçu de sa part. Je veux dire, j'allais pas prendre tout son pot non plus. Je voulais assaisonner mes trucs. Mais regarde, ça lui appartient, c'est son choix.
And the winner is Wild Cooks.
Wild Cooks is a reality series that transports 10 chefs from all walks of life to compete at an isolated camp in the woods.
What an incredible honor it is to receive this award for Wild Cooks. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. Thanks to Québécois, Kathleen Vachon, Marie-Ève Fortier, Mira Moisan for believing in us in this project. Special thanks for the conceptor, Raphaël Martin, Roch Fortin, Jean-Martin Bisson, and the director, Brian Desgagnés. Thank you, the Rockies. Good night. Thanks.
Congratulations to all the arts and entertainment winners. Now we're going to move on to the podcast category, and it's still going to be me. So, which includes podcast fiction and podcast nonfiction. Let's take a look at the first group of nominees in podcast fiction.
Podcast fiction. And the nominees are Anna Caritas, Les Downs.
La petite municipalité de Saint-Hector est sous le choc depuis la découverte d'une nouvelle victime au collège Anna Caritas.
It's wonderful.
Anne of Green Gables.
First thing I ever saw that couldn't be improved upon by imagination. It's just satisfied me here.
I thought about my daughter Annabelle.
The Downloaded.
I could serve my sentence and still be out before she turns 10.
I love my home. It's a comfortable nest.
The Sesame Street podcast with Foley and friends.
Because they are the best.
Don't leave me here!
The White Vault, Goshawk.
Stay near me! The snow is too heavy. Don't go on the ice.
And the winner is no one else had a chance. The Sesame Street podcast with Foley and Friends.
Foley is the first character on Sesame Street to openly have two dads.
Thank you so much to Banff. On behalf of my U.S. colleagues, we're pleased to accept this award and would like to thank Heather Alexander of Audible, our partners at Sesame Workshop, Mindy Fila, Emily Bandy, Lily Lampinosa, and all of the rest of our collaborators for making this wonderful show possible. Thanks so much.
Podcast, nonfiction. And the nominees are
After the game, he became invisible.
Lights Out, The Loss of a Lifetime.
Fade to black.
It's kind of like he just dropped off the face of the earth, you know.
The Other Side of the Story, L'autre moitié de l'histoire.
Ce sont de beaux noms qui témoignent d'un passé pourtant presque oublié.
We've got 7 guys with AKs around us.
The Shamima Begum Story, I'm Not a Monster.
They don't want the ISIS women to see their faces.
Think Twice, Michael Jackson.
I think calling Michael God is just not strong enough. It's like, people doubt God.
The Bulls were reigning champs.
You Didn't See Nothing.
Biggie had just been murdered like 6 months after Tupac.
After midnight.
And the winner is The Other Side of the Story, L'autre moitié de l'histoire.
This is the first nomination for The Other Side of the Story at the Rockie Awards. This podcast was also a finalist at the International Women's Podcast Awards.
Hi there. I'm representing Radio Canada and accepting the award on their behalf, so thank you very much to the Rockies.
Great. Is anybody else relieved when the Masked Singer won? Just give that poor Baby C lady a break. Honestly, my knees were hurting just watching you. Just coming up and down, just fuck. And the winner's BBC. Fuck, stop giving us awards. I'm sorry. I hope you guys don't win anymore. Genuinely. The next group of awards is Children and Youth. Here to present is actor, writer, comedian, and fellow YouTube star, Charlotte Debray.
Just gonna bring that up a little bit. I'm tall. Thank you, Jasmeet. I'm pleased to be presenting Children and Youth today. This is my first time presenting an award on an award show, so if I screw up, it's the altitude. In this stream, we will be giving, I told you, the altitude, like, what? In this stream, we will be giving awards to Animation Preschool, Animation Children, Interactive Children and Youth Content, Live Action Children, and finally, Live Action Youth. Let's take a look at the first stream of awards, Animation Preschool.
Animation Preschool. And the nominees are
Hold your breath, it's easy to do. Put your mouth right under.
Kiri and Lou.
And go blue, blue, blue.
I thought you liked hooks. I do, but not surprise ones.
Lou and the Bally Bunch.
Do you want a not surprise hook now? Yep.
Tabby McTat.
I think it's happening.
The Adventures of Paddington.
Oh, Thanksgiving stew, it's for me and you.
The Tiny Chef Show.
That's busy to do. Ah! Wait, I got my tail.
And the winner is Tabby McTat.
Tabby McTat is Magic Light Pictures' 9th nomination and 6th win at the Rockie Awards.
Can you believe it? It's another BBC representative on the stage. I am so sorry. I will read a short speech from the producers of the show. We're delighted that Tabby McTat has been honoured with this wonderful international recognition from Banff. Our grateful thanks to directors John Hammond and Sarah Scrimmager for all the cast and crew, and to BBC and ZDF for their support in bringing this film to screen. Thank you.
Animation Children. And the nominees are Quentin Blake's Box of Treasures, Jack and Nancy.
And they discovered an amazing undersea world.
Our candy's made with love, but it's mostly made with sugar.
The Loud House.
Until it gains some elasticity. It's not about efficiency, it's more about consistency. Once it's stretched sufficiently, we hang it up like this, you see? And after that, we cut it up and pack it individually.
How rude to babble over such wonderful music.
The Sound Collector.
There are so many voices, the sound collector can't hear anything at all.
Total Drama Island. Zoki of Planet Ruby.
And the winner is The Sound Collector.
Narrated by Keira Knightley in her first ever children's television show, The Sound Collector is a heartwarming series that is fast becoming a family favorite around the world.
Hi, I'm collecting on behalf of Tom and Erica Angel, who had to leave, and they said, we'd like to thank the festival for a great couple of days, our commissioning broadcasters ITV and RAI, the YACF, our co-producers N Animation, and our animation partners McKinnon and Saunders. We made this show to inspire audiences to stop and notice the little things. So thank you for stopping and noticing our little show. Thank you.
Interactive, children and youth content. And the nominees are Bestest Day Ever with My Best Friend.
What do you think, Henry? Are you ready for your bestest day ever?
I think he said yes.
Love Chatbox, virtual romance.
Popular among teenagers. It motivates teenagers to understand the serious issue of online dating scams.
It's piñata time.
Rosie's Flop Fiesta.
Choose the piñata. Bien, it's great work. Ooh, a new goodie.
Turtle Island Skate Jam.
Her brows furrowed as she stepped toward the platforms.
Weirdwood Manor, Volume 2, Rise of the Theramancer.
To one of the pedestals, then let out a yelp.
And the winner is Weirdwood Manor, Volume 2, Rise of the Romancer. Is that right?
Weirdwood Manor, Volume 2, Rise of the Theramancer, has now garnered over 10 awards, including Parent Awards, Kids Screen Awards, and Youth Media Awards.
Just want to say thank you to the Rockies and Banff for this, and congrats to all the nominees and winners. Representing Relish, thanking on their behalf of all the incredible artists and developers that put so much love into this. Thank you so much, and thank you CMF for the support. So, thank you.
Live Action, Children. And the nominees are Beep and Mort.
The Pope is a guy God thinks is fine.
Horrible Histories.
Good friend of mine, defender of the faith he calls me, 'cause I'm such a great Catholic. See?
Oh, well done!
Jamie Johnson, FC.
What a finish! Let's see that again. He's been standout.
Jane.
Putting a collar on you will help us track you and see if you've run into any other polar bears. Ready for your collar? Can I take that as a maybe? Als u even wacht, dan hebben we hem
Sight and Anna.
Jullie?
Ja, ja.
The winner is Horrible Histories.
Horrible Histories has won 8 Children's BAFTA Awards and was named Best Nonfiction Program of the last 50 years at the Prix Jeunesse International Awards.
People have been really racing through their acceptance speeches tonight, but just to pre-warn, I might go a little bit slower. You guys can slow clap me off if you want to, but I have a lot of people to thank. I'd just like to start by saying it is such an honor and a privilege to make a show for kids that aims to inspire and engage a young audience to take an interest in history. I'm also fortunate enough to work with such an unbelievable cast and crew who continue to raise the bar of what's possible on, let's face it, a very small children's budget. It really feels like everyone who works on the show works with such a passion, starting with our commissioner, the brilliant Melissa Hardinge, who is consistently pushing us to think bigger, better, and funnier, to the man who had the vision for the show originally, Richard Bradley. Then there's our amazing exec producer, Simon Welton, who's more than just an exec, and to me is a personal mentor. The comedy geniuses in our series editor, Simon Wilson, and head writer, Ben Ward, along with the 40-plus exceptionally talented writers who work to weave in historical facts that are weird and wonderful into our comedy. Not to mention the brilliant historical academics we have who find the facts, and all our outstanding HODs and their respective teams, with a special mention to Jeremy Hewson, our DOP, who makes things so very beautiful to watch. And of course, last but not least, is Terry Deary, the writer of the original books, our production team who put every penny we have on screen, Martin Brown, who does the animations of the books, and our publishers, Scholastic. Thank you very much.
Live Action Youth. And the nominees are
Did you hear what he said?
A Kind of Spark,
You've only got each other, so stick together.
Crazy Fun Park,
And you might want to lay off that stuff. It's not good for you.
Home Sweet Rome,
To tell me more about them, I've arranged a chat with one of the world-leading experts in polar wildlife.
Save Our Wildlife,
It's because they're molting their hair.
Sophie and Her War,
讨论，我们也是暴力民主，你们觉得？
The winner is Sophie and Her War.
Sophie and Her War combines 3 storytelling elements: documentary, animation, and a theatrical play.
大家好，我是向生人，我來自台灣的客家天使。Hello everyone, my name is Paul. I'm from Hakka TV Taiwan. I do wish you appreciate my mother tongue, Hakka. I would like to read a note from the producer. It's Eric Huang. Okay. Thank you for the recognition from the judges. I am very honored because I'm very happy to be this show being seen overseas, but at the same time, I feel sorrow for the Ukraine still being embroiled in conflict. The main purpose of creating this episode is to allow Taiwanese teenagers who are at risk of War II empathy with the children of Ukraine living under the shadow of war. Understanding between people is a challenging task, yet it is the most crucial remedy to eliminate disputes. I hope through an innovative program like this, we can advance this idea even further. I also hope that when children grow up, they will be wiser and more empathetic than the adults of today. In the future, people will communicate with love, not ammunition. Thank you. 希望大家
All right, it's now time for the first of our special prizes, the Prix Francophone, sponsored by the Canada Media Fund. And to present, please welcome Mathieu Chantawa. I'll see if he gets my name right. All right, Executive Vice President of Marketing and Public Affairs at the Canada Media Fund. Give it up.
Whoa. Bonsoir tout le monde. How's everybody feeling? So far, so good? The good news is when you are presenting le Prix Francophone, BBC doesn't win. Okay, let's do this. On behalf of le Fonds des médias du Canada, it's my true honor to present le Prix Francophone 2024. We have 5 great shows on the list, but only one winner, but all the créatrices and the créateurs are fully deserving of this honor. I'm so proud to present you the nominees.
Prix Francophone. Et les noms sont, and the nominees are...
Bonjour, je sais pas si vous m'en placez.
Oui, le 3 rangs.
Exactement, sauf que l'affaire, c'est que vous avez bien un bébé.
Les Bonnards. Blist.
Hé!
Mais là, c'est parce que c'est nous autres qui l'ont, là.
Mais on fait là ici, le temps, c'est de l'argent.
Non, les parents de ce bébé-là, ils veulent pas le revoir.
Inspiré, expiré. Breathe in, breathe out.
Que je pourrais être à la maison en train de manger un drumstick sur ma terrasse. Là, je sais qu'il m'en reste 3 dans le congélateur puis que je pense juste à ça depuis qu'on est parti. Collé!
Les Bombes. Gorgeous.
Comme le dit Henry Ford, se réunir est un début, rester ensemble est un progrès, travailler ensemble est la réussite. Je reviens dans pas long pour voir si tout est beau.
OK. Vous avez bien fait de demander d'avoir la conversation. C'est vraiment mature de votre part. Venez avec moi.
Sans rendez-vous. Walk in.
Non, vous autres, vous restez ici. Merci.
Vous voyez, vous pouvez pas penser comme quand vous êtes dans votre cuisine. C'est autre chose. Faut que tu t'ajustes continuellement.
Wild Cooks.
Parce que ça se passera jamais comme tu le veux.
Dites, ouais, je suis pas capable d'ouvrir mon sapin baumier. Je peux-tu prendre un peu du tien? Non! Ah, OK.
Et le gagnant est... The winner is... Les Bombes.
This is the first award for Les Bombes, Gorgeous, which was also an official competition at the La Rochelle Festival in France.
Ooh, I'm speechless. So I'm truly honored to receive this award tonight. Thank you to the jury members. Thank you to Siri Plus and Chorus for believing in this story about female solidarity. Thank you for our wonderful team, our director Pascal Lheureux and Kim Lévesque-Lizotte, our writer, for their sensitivity and their light. Merci beaucoup et surtout, longue vie à la série francophone.
Our next special prize is the Emerging Talent Prize. So please welcome our presenters from Tribal Alliance Productions, Cree filmmaker Georgina Lightning, along with the writer and director and star of Hey Victor, Cree actor and filmmaker Cody Lightning.
Thank you so much, Jasmeet. As filmmakers ourselves, we know how incredibly arduous but rewarding it is to create meaningful and impactful content. So it is my son and I's honor to present the Emerging Talents Prize to a self-taught filmmaker and director from Montreal.
Her award-winning films have screened at prestigious festivals all around the world and have been nominated for multiple Canadian Screen Awards, the CSAs. Her latest project is a dramatic series that follows a single father as he divides his time between his barbershop and his sons, all while mourning the loss of his wife.
So let's take a look at the authentic and poetic storytelling of our Emerging Talent Prize winner, Emily Mannering.
Emerging Talent Prize.
C'est qu'un jour, vous allez devoir faire tout ce que je fais ici au barbershop, hein? Les choses changent, Joe. Faut respecter leur rythme, tu comprends? Pas obligé de me dire que les choses changent. J'ai des boîtes remplies à la maison.
Please welcome the winner of the Emerging Talent Prize, Emily Mannering.
Thank you so much. I'm a bit of an introvert and I have a weird French accent, so I'm gonna read. I have a weird French accent, so I'm gonna read. I wrote something and I'm gonna read it. Thank you to the festival. I've seen so many panels talking about inclusion and feminist issue. Thank you for being ahead of the game. I want to thank Trio Orange for giving me the opportunity to direct my first series. I am incredibly proud to be standing here with this award in front of an industry that taught me so much, one that I admire. The Face of Papineau is a project about healing, about humanity, and about community, which are the themes of most of my work. The last 8 months have not been business as usual for me, so I want to thank my community, the artists who understand that what is going on in Gaza is all about power and money, the same power and money that got the far right elected over the weekend in Europe. As an emerging talent, I am truly thankful to be here, but I am also terrified about the future. So I really want to thank these artists who are not afraid for your humanity, because you give me the strength to act and you inspire me to work according to the values I defend in my art. I am lucky enough to work with many of them on my different sets. Thank you. Thank you.
Our next stream of awards are the scripted category, which is broken up into 2 groups. Here to present the first group is the star of the new AMC series, Orphan Black Echoes. Please welcome Amanda Fix.
Hello there. Thank you, Jasmeet. And thank you to everyone who came to the Orphan Black Echoes screening and masterclass today. You are such an incredible audience, and I can't wait for the rest of the world to see our new series premiering on AMC, AMC Plus, and BBC America on June 23rd. All right, I am thrilled to be presenting the first group of winners in the scripted stream, which includes animated series, limited series, short-form fiction series, short film, and finally, feature film. Let's take a look at the nominees in animated series.
Animated series. And the nominees are American Dad.
Secret facility in Nevada. It's called Area 51. State of the art, makes Area 50 look like Area 49.
Bob's Burgers.
What?
Nothing. I'm just not sure I've ever seen you with your chin in a book like that.
Nose.
Yeah, who knows?
What?
What?
Amelia Earhart, huh?
It's for school. I guess she's my hero.
You don't sound so sure.
Huh. I can't see the TV.
Family Guy.
I must be dreaming. Which means nothing's real.
Now, Peter, stop. You're not dreaming.
Yeah, and why was that your first move?
Before you go jabbing into your visual cortex,
Futurama.
Ow! My cortex!
Wait, there is one adult here. Excuse me.
The Great North.
Can you help us?
I'm actually 15 and a half. I'm an emancipated minor. Sorry. I air horn when I'm anxious.
And the winner is Family Guy.
Family Guy has run for 22 seasons, aired 424 episodes, and has won 9 Primetime Emmys.
All right, the team from Family Guy couldn't be here today, so I accept this award on their behalf.
Limited series. And the nominees are
Trouble is, you've always
Interests.
wanted her dead. You know, if you're honest. You never wanted her, and then she came out damaged.
Please don't say that.
No, I've been fighting for her.
Fence.
Soy la madre del loco. Es amigo de Lorenzo, está con él.
The left-handed son,
He escuchado que su madre.
el izquierdo.
No me da tiempo a ponerme los zapatos. Sale pitando.
Love. And I am loved.
The sixth commandment,
I just want you to be happy.
time.
Huh? Who'd you swap it with? Who'd you swap it with? Oh, who did you swap it with? Tanya.
And the winner is Best Interests.
The majority of the doctors and nurses featured in Best Interests are played by real-life pediatric medics.
Hello again. I have a message from Jack Thorne, exec producer on the show. Thanks so much. This is so appreciated. This is a domestic drama about our NHS, but we made it hoping that it would resonate in other countries, and we are delighted it has. This show was made with the support of the crucial BBC, in particular Lucy Richer, and the wonderful 5th season. We made it with love and anger, and as a collective, Sophie, Toby, Michael and myself hope it's part of a series of shows that will ask determined questions as to the treatment of disabled people in our societies. They are a frequently forgotten community, and TV, we hope, is asking questions and provoking discussion. Thanks again.
Short-form fiction series, and the nominees are Die Hard 2, Die Harder,
Nice to beef you, motherfucker.
Less Than Kosher,
You said you didn't remember any of the words. I gotta poop. My vagina is burnt.
Your vagina is burnt? Is it bad? Check.
Nesting,
Will I ever be able to have sex again?
It's pretty red.
Oh no.
And it's pretty big.
Big?
The Fades of Papineau, Ça prend pas la charge à Papineau.
Les choses changent, Joe. Faut respecter leur rythme, tu comprends? T'es pas obligé de me dire que les choses changent. J'ai des boîtes remplies à la maison. Non, ça, c'est pas le rythme des choses. C'est toi qui décides de les accélérer.
Vintage Heart,
Qui te dirait que personne, jamais, ne peut donner l'exacte mesure de ses besoins, ni de ses douleurs. Et que la parole humaine est comme un chaudron fêlé où nous battons des mélodies à faire danser les ours quand on voudrait attendrir les étoiles.
And the winner is The Fades of Papineau.
This is the second time on stage tonight for director Emily Mannering, having just won the Emerging Talent Prize. Emily now has a chance to thank anyone she forgot in her first speech.
Thank you again. This really goes to the whole team. Frédéric Saint-Pierre, the amazing producer. Alex Garcia, the amazing screenwriter. He put all his heart into the every characters he wrote. Simran Douan, amazing DOP. Arish Mahmoud, amazing set decorator. Emma Lan, the editor. Studio Edgar, Samuel Gougou, amazing musician. All the amazing actors. I was really scared because it was my first series to shoot, but the actors really made it the most amazing experience, the coolest project to shoot, so thank you.
Thank you au Fond Belle. Merci aussi à Sophie Galipeau, Sophie Côté de Tout.tv. We're so happy. Thank you to Émilie Maring. She's gone. She's there. Émilie Maring, amazing director. And this is a very great short format. We need short formats to be alive. They bring out new directors. They give chances to new voices, amazing new voices. We need to keep this alive, and we're really grateful. Thank you so much.
Short film, and the nominees are
Turn that fucking music off! Relax, man. Chill out.
Roderick, cut the music. Roderick.
Oh,
Birdsong.
finally!
Ghost of the Dark Path. The Flying Sailor.
You know, you give them a bath in this antifungal mixture,
The Waiting.
and you can get rid of their infection. But in the wild, there's no way to do that. There's no way to stop that killer.
Time Traveler.
And the winner is The Flying Sailor.
The Flying Sailor earned an Oscar nomination in the Best Animated Short Film category at the 2022 Academy Awards.
Unfortunately, the team from the Flying Sailor couldn't be here today, but I accept this award on their behalf.
Feature-length film. And the nominees are
Has she posted anything online?
No. I mean, she even missed hashtag Monday Motivation.
Black Girl Missing.
I think she's really upset.
World's our oyster. I'm surprised by you that you'd afflicted.
Men Up.
Why's that then? Well, you don't expect it of somebody who drives a Mercedes.
More likely UFOs will fly here. Eher fliegen hier UFOs.
Jetzt bist du schon 3 Jahre unter der Erde. Und du kannst es wahrscheinlich hören. Sie graben und graben. Und graben immer noch und immer weiter.
The Mimicry.
yn y manifesto.
There will be protests. The Welsh nationalists.
The Sound. Asun.
Beth ti'n bwriadu wneud?
Prydio hyd at farwolaeth.
Nobody would endanger their life for a television channel.
And the winner is Men Up.
Written by Matthew Berry, Men Up is a drama inspired by the true story of one of the world's first medical trials for the drug that became Viagra.
Hello. I'm collecting the award on behalf of the team behind Men Up. Short speech. A huge thank you to the Rockie Awards for this honour. Thanks also to the BBC, Key Street Productions and Boom, alongside our incredible cast and crew. Men Up was a labour of love for all involved, and we're thrilled to be recognised with this award. Thank you.
And now, as promised, we have the second group of scripted awards sponsored by Sunbelt Rentals Film and TV. It's a great name. Here to present Sunbelt Rentals Film and TV, please welcome Daniel Braun.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much. On behalf of Sunbelt Rentals Film and TV, I am pleased to be presenting the second half of the Scripted Awards, which includes Comedy Series, Non-English Language, Comedy Series, English Language, Drama Series, Non-English Language, and Drama Series, English Language. Let's have a look at the nominees for Comedy Series, Non-English Language.
Non-English Language. And the nominees are Blist, Les Bonheurs.
C'est quoi son nom?
Le bébé.
Non, mais son prénom.
Mais là, on ne sait pas, là.
Viens pas demander.
Il parle pas, c'est un bébé, madame.
Il sait pas, le bébé.
Breathe in, breathe out. Inspirer, expirer.
Non, mais c'est ça, là. Faut comme continuer jusqu'au bout. Ah, shit! Non, mais là, faut aller chercher. Mais non, fuck off, là, c'est tout droit qu'on arrive.
Domesday.
Ça va bien se passer. On est là pour vous aider. Tiens, c'est la clé de la chambre. Et puis, t'es dans le pavillon gratitude pour la durée du séjour.
Gorgeous, Les Bombes. Walk-in, Sans rendez-vous.
Vous les traitez comme des enfants.
Mais c'est parce que c'est des enfants.
Ils ont 20 ans.
Ils savent pas faire l'épicerie.
C'est vrai, ils ramènent juste des bagels.
Baptiste, peut-être, mais Romy sait faire une épicerie.
Vous voulez pas qu'ils habitent ensemble parce que vous voulez pas qu'ils fassent l'amour.
OK. Vous avez bien fait de demander d'avoir la conversation.
And the winner is Gorgeous.
This is the second award win tonight for Gorgeous, Les Bombes, having also won the Prix Francophone. So again, if you miss thanking anyone, now's your chance.
2 prizes. I'm speechless. Thank you very much. I don't know what to say. So thank you.
Comedy series, English language. And the nominees are
I've got good news, and I've got bad news. The good news is every day is a blessing. The bad news is Draymond has already buttered up delicious sloss like a freshly cooked piece of corn on the cob.
Abbott Elementary, Dreaming Whilst Black.
Could I pay for my soup, please?
Of course.
Ils ont pas vu.
It's okay. If you're a Berkey, say you're a Berkey. Babes.
Well, I was the one ordering champagne as if we're at the BAFTAs, bro.
Everyone Else Burns.
You should try it, Fiona. It's good for relaxing or distracting yourself from an overbearing life partner.
Well, Fiona wouldn't know about that because I destroyed our TV and refused to replace it. Ha!
Work in this county, I see this more than I'd like. Domestic abuse escalating to something like this, it's usually the result of a pattern. You were not responsible for that pattern.
It isn't that.
Poker Face.
Look, Jerry was a son of a bitch, but there's something off here. There's a lie. I need to find it.
Do you actually think I'm going to let you steal my army and take Sweden in my name?
Yes.
The Great.
Because you're smart. And when you look past this little swirl of anger, you'll recognize its brilliance and own it as yours.
I don't want to invade Sweden. Or guess what? I would have.
Is it weird of me to say that
The Other Black Girl.
it's just really nice that you're here?
Girl, I get it. Yeah, no, look, right back at you.
If you have any questions,
I have questions about
You know, you have some rude neighbors. I mean, just because it's not the right house doesn't mean I can't use the bathroom. Jeez. Ah! Jackie!
The Wonder Years.
Jackie was Mom's sister, and they were polar opposites.
And the winner is Poker Face.
Created by two-time Academy Award nominee Ryan Johnson, Poker Face stars Natasha Lyonne, who earned an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series.
Great, thank you. I am Lisa Kramer with Paramount Global Content Distribution, and thank you very much. I'm almost losing my voice. One more speech. Thank you very much, the Banff Rockie Awards, and to the jury. I am so honored to be able to accept this award on behalf of the producers, the magnificent producers. Special thanks to Ryan Johnson, to Rom Bergman, to T Street, to the amazing Natasha Lyonne. They made a great show, and special thanks to MRC, who trusted Paramount Global Content Distribution to take care of that show outside of the U.S. Thank you very much.
Drama series, non-English language. And the nominees are Dark Hearts, Cour Noir. Good Morning, Chuck, or The Art of Harm Reduction. Bon matin, Chuck. Au l'art de réduire les méfaits.
Moi aussi, je pensais ça.
¿Portáis bien, eh?
La Macías.
Estoy guapa. Sí, sí. Mucho.
Memento Mori.
Aquello que te di en nuestra intimidad
tan bello.
Sorcière.
Tu pourrais être son père. Ça a commencé quand? Ça fait combien de temps?
The Emperor. L'Empereur.
T'es un adulte en position d'autorité. T'es un fucking hostile manipulateur.
And the winner is La Mesa.
La Messias had its international premiere at the San Sebastian Film Festival and its world premiere at the Sundance Film Festival.
Now, the team from La Mesa couldn't be here today, so I will accept the award on their behalf. Thank you.
Drama series, English language. And the nominees are
Fight night here on Fun Size with Little Cricket. Oh, shit, hold on. Hey! You must be Marie! No, down here.
Gen V,
Hi! I'm Emma.
Hi.
Happy Valley,
You delinquent fuck. You have no idea what you did to Becky. And you forgive me.
Succession,
I'm the eldest boy! I am the eldest boy!
You're not.
And you know, it mattered to him. He wanted this to go on.
So time heals all wounds, I guess.
The Last of Us,
It wasn't time that did it.
Murray,
Yeah?
you need the Kay Walters interview tapes.
I haven't finished cutting it yet.
The Newsreader,
What are you doing?
And the winner is The Last of Us.
Season 1 of The Last of Us was filmed right here in Alberta. Season 2 currently being filmed in British Columbia.
Good evening. We're shooting at the moment, so we all couldn't be here. But on behalf of Craig, Neil, Carol, and Jack, and I, we're very appreciative, so thank you very much. Thank you to the Rockies, to HBO, Casey Bloys, and Francesca Orsi for their continued support. And especially I wanted to acknowledge and to mention how special this is, given the fact that Alberta was our home in season 1. And we wouldn't have been able to accomplish what we did with our local crew, several levels of government, and the communities across the province. So from all of us at The Last of Us, thank you very much.
Here to present a brand new category in the Rockie Awards International Program Competition, please welcome Carly Klassen, Executive Director, Alberta Music.
On behalf of Alberta Music, I'm honored to be here to present the first ever award for Best Use of Music in a Series. This new award recognizes the often overlooked impact that compelling music can add to the storytelling of a series. Alberta Music is committed to supporting and promoting the musical talents of our amazing artists. Let's take a look at the nominees.
Best Use of Music in a Series, and the nominees are
We are making delivery of 1,500 head of prime FD branded shorthorns. We will require a holding yard.
We're full.
Says who?
Faraway Downs,
Leona.
You must be Mr. Carney.
Fellow Travelers,
MacArthur's Park is melting in the dark of the sweet green icing.
You don't always know what's best for me.
Ride,
To you, I'm just a man. To me, you're all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go?
The Sea Beyond,
Come si tu? Ci dai? Tu hai uscito, giusto? C'è un ragazzino. E che stai facendo in barato, vero?
Yellow Jackets,
And the winner is Yellow Jackets.
Along with Yellow Jackets, Nora Felder has been the music supervisor on hit shows like Californication, What We Do in the Shadows, and is responsible for the ingenious placement of the Kate Bush song Running Up That Hill in Stranger Things.
Okay, I totally wasn't prepared, but I want to thank my incredible team. I came in season 2. I didn't work on season 1. It's always nerve-wracking when you don't start a first season, but they welcomed me with open arms. They were warm and loving, and they made me feel open to, they were open to everything that I could contribute. And when you feel so much love from a team, it just makes you want to give them more. And I want to thank E1. I really felt like they were always there for me if I had a question, whether in regard to business, just anything. They were always there for me, and that's good to know that they have your back. And I also want to thank the team here and Jen Kuzmic and everyone who are embracing the use of music and the importance of use of music in moving pictures. And I'm looking forward to the continued relationship of, demonstrating this for this wonderful team and people and event and everything. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, we have 2 more big announcements left. The Rogers Prize for Excellence in Canadian Content and the Grand Jury Prize. But first, we'd like to recognize all the hardworking members of the program competition jury. They had the most difficult job of sitting themselves down on their couches, getting snacks, turning off their devices so they could give their undivided attention to your content. It's not an easy job, I know. So give them a huge round of applause. And let's keep that love going for the amazing sponsors who helped to make the production of the show possible. Jump Studios, Lindisfarne Productions, Joe Media Group, and Jet Music. Give them a round of applause, folks. Okay, let's get to the Rogers Prize for Excellence in Canadian Content, presented in partnership with Rogers Communications. To present, please welcome Robin Mirsky, Executive Director, Rogers Group of Funds.
Thank you. The Rogers Prize for Excellence in Canadian Content is a $25,000 cash prize awarded to the highest scoring Canadian project submitted to the Rockie Awards International Program Competition. This award serves to foster domestic talent and invest in future content development from independent producers. Let's take a look at the finalists.
Rogers Prize for Excellence in Canadian Content. And the finalists are...
Bonjour, je sais pas si vous m'en placez.
Oui, le 3 rangs.
Exactement, sauf que l'affaire, c'est que vous avez oublié un bébé.
Blist. Les bonheurs.
Hé!
Mais là, c'est parce que c'est nous autres qui l'ont, là.
Les ont fait là ici, le temps c'est de l'argent.
Non, les parents de ce bébé-là, ils veulent pas le revoir.
Gorgeous. Les bombes.
Comme le dit Henry Ford, se réunir est un début, rester ensemble est un progrès, travailler ensemble est la réussite. Je reviens dans pas long pour voir si tout est beau.
As soon as the book came out, Larry and Michelle started this big publicity tour.
Satan Wants You.
She was traveling all over the place with this whole book tour, and we didn't think it'd really get as big as it did, but then it just, I don't know how it did, it just blew up.
Still standing.
This is a meeting place not only of rivers, the Grand Cascapedia and Petite Cascapedia, but also of cultures.
I do early drafting and handwriting.
The Color of Ink.
And they now know that writing notes on paper is the best way of learning things. Just underlining them digitally doesn't work.
And the winner of the Rogers Prize for Excellence in Canadian Content is Satan Wants You.
Satan Wants You had its world premiere at the 2023 South by Southwest Film Festival, had its Canadian premiere at Hot Docs, and won the Audience Award at the Fantasia Film Festival.
Hello, Banff. Thank you to the Banff World Media Festival and the Rockie Awards for putting this party on. So sorry that we can't be there in person for this, but it's such a huge honor and a surprise and an amazing feeling to have the Rogers Prize for Excellence in Canadian Content for Satan Wants You. We're so proud of this documentary and had an amazing team all around to make this. Sean Horler and Steve J. Adams, the directors of Satan Wants You, just did a tremendous job, and I'm so grateful to them for having me on board as a producer. And got to shout out my producing partner, Melissa James, on this. And just really shout out the Canadian funding system that made this all possible. I mean, CBC Documentary Channel, Canada Media Fund, Telefilm Canada, Game Theory Films, Rogers Telefund, Creative BC, tax credits. That's kind of all comes together to make a film like this possible. And let's just keep growing this system we have and keep making it better and making more great Canadian films and TV series. And with that, over to Sean and Steve, the fantastic directors, writers, executive producers of Satan Wants You. Thanks, everyone.
Wow. Thank you so much for this award. It's such an honor. I think I need to start by actually saying, Hail Satan. And thank you to the Dark Lord for tonight. Wow. Satan Wants You is really about this couple who lived 10 minutes down the street from me when I was a kid, and how their crazy ideas about, made up ideas about satanic ritual abuse ended up changing the world in the 1980s and 90s for the worse, and in ways that we are still dealing with today. I want to thank all the folks who worked on this film and for taking this idea, this story from my childhood, and turning it into reality. Thank you so much. I would also like to thank the jury. It is such an honor to receive an award like this from a jury of our peers, a big jury of our peers from all around the world. Thank you. And I would also like to thank the Banff World Media Festival. This is our very first Rockie, and we have some celebrating to do tonight. And I wish that we were there to celebrate with all of you. Thank you again. Have a good night.
Hi, Rockie Awards. This is a little unexpected. I'm sitting at my co-working space and I just got a text from my producer telling us that we won this award and I need to make a video. So here I am making a video while I'm sure all of you are looking Banff glamorous. Honestly, I just wanted to say we wouldn't have been able to make this movie without the great group of collaborators that we had. Everybody really pulled together and went that extra mile to make this. And as we all know, working through the trenches to make movies and TV is something that only people of a certain breed are cut out to do. There's something different that makes all of us film people tick, the passion, the dedication. It's just like something to behold, and everyone who worked on this project had that. They had the gall, they had the gumption. They pushed to make it their best, and I'm honored to have been able to work with all of them. Thanks again for this award. At a time when I'm working to get a few different projects off the ground, this is the boost of confidence that I needed right now. So thank you. I'm kicking myself that I can't be there to celebrate with all of you.
The last of our special prizes is the Grand Jury Prize. Here to announce the nominees are two of the grand jurors, Prentice Fraser, President, TV Distribution, 5th season, and Nicole T. Roberts, Head of Unscripted at Hooray.
Thank you, Jasmeet. The Grand Jury Prize finalists are the top 5 scoring projects from the entire field of today's program competition nominees.
It's a huge honor to be a grand jury member, and we are blown away by the quality and depth of storytelling in our finalists. Let's take a look at the top 5 scoring projects.
Grand Jury Prize, and the finalists are
I
I got bored of Catherine. I wanted to marry Anne.
Horrible histories.
Cause I'm Catholic, I gotta be a one-woman man. So, no, I don't want no pope. The pope is a guy that can't get no love from me. Gonna split from the Catholics. Now the head of the English church is me.
In this forest, it pays to keep a low profile.
Planet Earth 3.
But this suitcase was in about 54 pieces and fragments.
Lockerbie.
We pretty much thought that suitcase contained the explosive, the bomb that blew up the plane.
She was black with one snowy white sock.
Tabby McTat.
So time heals all wounds, I guess.
The Last of Us.
It wasn't time that did it.
And the winner is...
The Last of Us.
Earlier this year, The Last of Us won 8 Emmy Awards, including Outstanding Drama.
Hello again. Again, just to reiterate how happy we are to be here. Well, we, meaning on behalf of the producing team. And again, just to say thank you to our Alberta family and everything they did for us last season. So, thank you.
All right, that brings the 2024 Rockie Awards International Program Competition to a close. Don't miss the soundtrack showcase tonight, starting at 9 p.m. at Melissa's Mistake in downtown Banff. There will be live performances by Alberta artists, and don't forget your delegate badge, or you're not getting in. So, don't call any of the organizers. Don't call me. We'll all be gone, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, everything. Tomorrow is the last day of the festival, so don't miss the In Conversation with Tom Green, which is a special taping for CBC Radio's Q with Tom Power. 10 a.m. in the Cascade Ballroom, followed by mimosas and grilled cheese sandwiches to close out the festival. The perfect end festival Banff snack, grilled cheese sandwiches for some reason. I'm Jasmeet Raina. Enjoy your night. Thank you, guys.